we debut.
Now we debut.
There we go. Lewis, help me out here
Now we
because I'm
debut.
sick, man. That's all in my head. Jeff Sharp.
Yep.
Now, what would have happened to your life if you were Jeff Flat? I mean, seriously.
Ooh, that's a good question. That's an awfully good question. I've been called way worse than Jeff Flat. I don't know. I am what people would call witty at times. So it definitely goes with my last name. I don't know. That's a good question. That's too deep.
Well, without further delay, let's get some music. That's what you're here for, right?
Yeah, I've kind of decided. I'm sitting here listening to, I'm thinking about, I've almost been living in Louisville for 10 years now. I moved from the Evansville, Indiana area. So I'm thinking, okay, it's almost 10 years. Like, what was my first experience here? So I'm getting ready to play a song by Evan McCain called Kentucky. That was like one of the very first songs that I ever played here. And that was also the night that I met Butch Rice, who everyone around town knows as being a really good singer-songwriter. One of the first friends that I made here was Butch. So
great guy. Shout out to Butch Rice. Much love to you.
Before your wedding, I dreamed what you would say. I beg you for forgiveness and all this mess I made. I dreamed that you were great, I dreamed you wished me well, and I dreamed that you were vicious, you damn me straight to hell. Oh, sweet Kentucky, no matter where I land, I was just a boy for you, and he will be your man. I was just a boy for you, and he will be your man. Tell you that I'm lonely, and fame has let me down, moving like a stranger, moving town to town. But all my aspirations don't amount to much. The wine and the women are such a shameful crutch. Oh, sweet Kentucky, no matter where I land, I was just a boy for you, and he will be your man. And I was just a boy for you, and he will be your man. Know that you'll be happy, 'cause I'll be with the band. And I was just a boy for you, and he will be your man.
And that was Jeff Sharp live in the studio with Louisville Arts Live. We do it every Saturday at 3 o'clock. Jeff, that was the first song you ever played in Kentucky?
One of them, yeah. Back in the old days, actually, we were talking about Diamonds in the performance hall. Way before it was Diamonds, it was Jillian's, and the basement of Jillian's. Yeah, in the basement of Jillian's was the Atlas Club.
That's right.
And there was a guy that used to be the manager down there. His name was Dave, and I met him at a concert, and he said, well, I said that I was, thinking about moving here. It was, what was going on with the music scene here, and he said, I'm actually getting ready to have an acoustic night down here in the Atlas Bar. And so I signed my band up to play. We all packed up from Evansville and came and showed up, and it was, you know, it was set up like a MTV acoustic performance. Like, it was really, really nice. Candles. It was really, really awesome. And just like I said, just so happened that night, Butch was also playing. So, you know, there was maybe 4 or 5 artists that night, and my band included, and really awesome. And then, so that was a really good first experience to be playing music here in Louisville. And, you know, since then, since I've moved here, not all the experiences have been that great.
Sure.
But hey, you kind of have to go through a couple of nights where you're playing in front of nobody to you know, really appreciate the nights where it's packed and you're having a good time doing, you know, whatever you want to do. So
Amen. Well, so that has started the whole process for you to actually migrate to Louisville. So you're a southern bird that went north for the
that, and my girlfriend, her family lived here, so we were kind of deciding, was she
girlfriend
gonna,
at
the time, wife now, yeah. At the time, we were trying to decide if she was going to move towards Evansville, if I moved towards Louisville, and it was a good time for me to break away from. No, I wasn't running from anything, but it was a good time for me to try something new. I mean, it was a huge change going from rural Indiana to Louisville. I mean, it was a culture shock, and, you know, several other shocks too, traffic, all kinds of stuff. So it was, you know, and now it's just second nature. But I see the same panic in my parents' eyes when they come to visit. So.
All right. Well, no, hey, listen, Jeff Sharp, I'm glad it's not Jeff Flatt, because that would have been horrible, honestly. It just doesn't roll off the tongue if it was Jeff Flatt. Let's do another song. What you got for us?
I'm going to do a little song by the band City and Color. Also, you know, if anybody knows that band, you know that Dallas Green is pretty much the band, and then everybody else just kind of hangs out and plays awesome music. And I got to see them at Headliners last year, and they were really good. So I don't want to get too much into a theme today, but people that have inspired me, like Evan McCain, really inspired me early on, and City and Collar, you know, more recently. So this song's called "Waiting."
Might feel better than this. Tempting to discover where to begin. Way down, you're full of something. Sickness or desertion. Way down, you're full of something. Underneath it all, I say goodbye to love and hold your head. There's no need to rush. I'll just wait and try. Hope in a better place is what I need. Moments of innocence and mystery. It's the little things you miss, like waking up all alone. It's the little things you miss. Burning on alone. I say goodbye to love hold your hand up high. And there's no need to rush, we're all just waiting, waiting to die. All your friends seem like enemies, you're broken down and empty.